Senior Minister Lee Hsien Loong, in his Chinese New Year address at the Singapore Federation of Chinese Clan Associations Spring Reception on 31st January 2025, urged Singaporeans to embrace new citizens and help them integrate into society. This call comes as Singapore commemorates 60 years of independence, a milestone that SM Lee described as just the beginning of the nation's long-term journey. SM Lee highlighted the importance of integration in maintaining Singapore's social fabric, particularly in light of the country's demographic changes. Under SM Lee's leadership as Prime Minister, Singapore's population grew from 4.17 million in 2004 to 6.04 million as of June 2024. However, much of this growth has been driven by an increase in the non-resident population, while the resident total fertility rate fell to a historic low of 0.97 in 2023. The stark demographic challenge underscores the need for a steady influx of immigrants, as well as successful integration efforts. Singaporeans should continue to open our hearts to these new arrivals and help them become part of our Singapore family, as Lee said. He emphasized that the responsibility of integration must be shared. New immigrants themselves must also make the added effort to assimilate, as well as respect and accept local norms, cultural practices, and values, he added. This mutual understanding, SM Lee noted, is key to fostering a sense of belonging and harmonious relationships between new citizens and local-born Singaporeans. Throughout his speech, SM Lee acknowledged the evolving role of Chinese clan associations, which have long played a pivotal role in supporting new arrivals. Historically, clans provided basic necessities and financial support to Chinese immigrants during Singapore's colonial period. Today, they help new immigrants navigate societal expectations and foster respect for Singapore's multicultural environment. He praised the SFCCA's efforts to strengthen ties with new citizens, noting that some newer immigrant groups have formed their own clan associations. The needs of new immigrants are now very different from those in the past, as Lee said. They no longer require support for basic needs. Rather, they need help navigating our societal culture and norms, especially in learning how to get along with other racial groups and showing them mutual respect and understanding. Despite the clan's efforts, Lee underscored that their contributions alone are not sufficient. Clans cannot do this alone, he said. Singaporeans need to help new immigrants develop a sense of shared identity and community. Drawing on examples of successful integration, Lee expressed optimism that new immigrants, like Singapore's forebears, can develop strong roots in the country. Many of those who have spent more than a decade here generally share similar worldviews and lifestyle habits as local-born Singaporeans, he said, adding that this demonstrates the potential for unity. With everyone's efforts, I am confident that new immigrants will become rooted to Singapore and add to the vibrancy of our society and unique Chinese culture. In reflecting on the broader contributions of the Chinese community, Lee highlighted its integral role in Singapore's nation-building journey. He recounted how the Chinese community, as the largest ethnic group, led by example in upholding inclusive policies during the country's early years of independence, despite the racial tensions and riots of the 1960s. In the early days of nation-building, our pledge to be one united people, regardless of race, language, or religion, seemed like a distant, if not impossible ideal, he said. Fortunately, our founding fathers held firm to their beliefs, and together with successive generations of Singaporeans, we gradually turned this lofty ideal into reality. By preserving their own cultural traditions while respecting other communities, the Chinese in Singapore helped ensure social stability and equality. Lee commended the SFCCA and the Singapore Chinese Cultural Centre for continuing to promote localized Chinese culture through exhibitions, performances, and educational programs, while fostering a spirit of inclusivity. As Singapore celebrates 60 years of independence, Lee said the milestone is an opportune moment to reflect on the country's progress and chart its future. He noted several SG60-themed events, such as the River Hongbao celebrations and 2 new traveling exhibitions by the SCCC, which will showcase the evolution of local Chinese culture. 60 years on, a new Prime Minister Lawrence Wong, and his 4G team have taken over, Lee said. They are leading Singapore into a new era with the Forward SG effort, refreshing our social compact and building a better future for Singapore. He concluded by calling on the Chinese community to continue playing a leadership role in promoting social cohesion and national development. Whether this little red dot can continue to shine in the next 60 years, let us unite in writing our new chapter together.